Today I will be discussing some basics about gacha hana, my new series. First, I will start with the main part, which is the point of the story. The series is a sci-fi, horror and mixed with everything series, because I can't pick one genre. But anyways, I'm going to continue. Here is the nutshell. So basically some robots, that look like this, have been created. It was originally for medical use, but someone messed with settings one day to make them homicidal, which also resulted in many cities being affected with the robotics, because the robots can actually build more of themselves to nearly wipe out a lot of cities. But robotics are not the only thing bothering everyone. It's the new cases of diseases and murders, and even the murders are not by robots. They are from actual humans, including natural disasters. These are all fake situations. Don't worry everyone. Now getting onto the diseases, now I mentioned it. Starting with HBD, heartbroken disease. Heartbroken disease is actually inspired off a real disease or syndrome. Some may not be familiar with it, but I will show you it and the symptoms. Even though half the symptoms don't match the fictional disease I made, it still is familiar to what I made. Anyways, heartbroken disease is mostly caused by traumatic outcomes, like for example death, loss of relationship, and way more. The main symptoms are chest pains, sadness like constantly, and coughing, blood or nosebleeds, and yes, this disease makes you lose blood. There is other symptoms as well, but they are the common symptoms. The reason for this is because anyone's type of HBD is different and the recovery timing. You can actually die or have long-term damage from HBD. Like for example, you could get a weak heart or very pale skin. A not so fun fact, Yvonne actually had HBD when they were 7 years old. They recovered fully on their 8th birthday, but they never got long-term damage. Enough of HBD. Now some other disease. But only a short discussion because I want to discuss other things as well. But it's possible you can ask about them in the comment section. Now getting on with Angel syndrome. You may be wondering what Angel syndrome is, so I will explain the basics, example symptoms and causes. Basically, Angel syndrome is where you feel like you're in heaven, like you are no longer alive anymore, but not corpse-like. It's physical as well. The main physical symptoms are very pale skin tone, slow and irregular heartbeat, feeling cold, difficulty breathing, and eye color turning white or pale. And yet again, anyone's symptoms is different. Getting on with snake eye syndrome. Snake eye syndrome is where your pupils appear as lines or almost like a snake's pupil. Here's an image of it. It's usually a birth defect, but it can also be caused by some sort of trauma in the head, face or eyes. Another fact, Moth has snake eye syndrome, but it was a birth defect, so their biological parents cut contact from them because they were seen as a CCP. Speaking of being seen as a CCP, some people actually see theirs with SES snake eye syndrome as CCPS. But that's not true. It would be obvious if they were CCPS. Now the effects of the syndrome. The effects are sensitivity of certain lighting colors, which can cause headaches without special glasses or room lighting. Either really bad or really good eyesight. It's uncommon if it's normal eyesight. But enough of diseases for now. Those are the only ones I have made currently. I will make more if possible. Getting on with some sneak peeks.
Will be by your side. I can tell you many predictions that are true. The robotics are going to attempt to kill the ones you love. And I can tell you how to avoid it. They will thank you one day. If now visible, look behind you. No one else can see me, but you can. You have a gift to predict the future. I will never leave you. You can't control me whatsoever. You This is not your heart speaking to you. It's me.
That is as much I could show for now, but I'm open for Q&As. Now on to AL artificial life. Artificial lives are usually made in pods. They grow off other Piopla cells and other things, and scientists may attempt to grow organs in them. The main purposes for artificial lives are to repopulate cities and countries and to become medical workers and important roles. By the time they are taken out of their pods, they are given blood for the first time to give them a skin color, because they come out with a blue, green or pink skin color. But most of the time, ALs may become Adicheto their scientist's caregiver or others. Now on to age ratings and possible episodes. Yes, they will be disturbing for sure. Anyways, it actually depends on the maturity of someone. Above recommended age range is 11 or 13 years old. The reasoning for this is because I don't want kids under 10 years of age to be disturbed. And I don't want some Karen commenting on my channel telling me their kid watched some girl get hit by a car. Yes, I'm talking about Yvonne's dead friend. But enough of that. Now the series in general. My series will come in story form, comic form and gacha form. I can't animate. Now story form is the behind the scenes version of hana, like for example what goes in before and after a episode, or marine comic form S will come in 3, backstory, clues and etc. And now episode release dates. I'm not sure about them because my motivation may be low on a lot of days, or I'm gathering the story up together. But for now, there will be many episodes of backstories before the Ro apocalypse, clues and hidden messes of the series, character info and even more. I do hope this is enough for now. It will just be for when I'm making the bigger episodes. The episodes are 6 to 9 minutes depending on my motivation, and mini episodes 2-5 minutes. Going into episodes, I really don't know that for a fact, so I would like to hear everyone's ideas, or theories about characters, series and more. And if you have character ideas, tell me all about them. I'm sure they are good characters.
And see you soon. Bye bye.